I know what you're thinking. What's going on here? Don't worry. On today's segment of Keeping Health Simple, we're going to be talking about water. Because water has no enemies. One problem people have about maintaining a healthy lifestyle is water consumption. And people always have a lot of questions about, how much water should I drink? What should I use to drink water? Should I use distilled water, tap water, whatever? But I notice a lot of people are missing that component. You want to help lose weight, if you want to get a better and more efficient workout, you need to be hydrated. You need to drink more water. So what we're going to do today is we're going to discuss ways for you to incorporate drinking water into your life. Because a lot of times people will say water doesn't taste too well, they don't like it, it doesn't fill them up, and they have all kinds of excuses. So we're going to try to figure out ways where we can help develop habits that will help you and everybody else out there figure out ways to drink water. The first thing we should talk about is taste. And here's the problem. We drink a lot of syrupy and sugary and a whole bunch of other kind of drinks that are not really good for you, like soda and yes, grape drink and apple drink. It's not really juice, fructose, corn syrup, etc., etc. And what ends up happening is our taste buds are actually, we actually kind of develop our taste buds to only like sugary, sweet things. So when we taste something like water, which really has no flavor, we kind of say, oh, this is disgusting. And it doesn't even have to be water. It can be like a tea. We drink a particular tea. If it's not sweetened enough, we won't drink it. It'll taste bitter to us. Whereas if you go to certain countries, a lot of times they don't even add any kind of sweetener to drink the tea or anything like that because they're used to the taste. So we have to figure out a way to drink more water. I drink a lot of water per day. And I know there's people that'll say you should drink, 6-8 ounce glasses per day, or you should drink half your body weight in ounces. That's cool and all. I think that's a good idea, but what we want to do is we don't want you to think about that. We don't want you to say, well, I gotta drink my 8 glasses a day. Well, I gotta drink, 56, ounces per day of water. We don't want you to do that. We don't want you to walk around with a gallon of water. You kind of want to incorporate it into your life to make things easier. So today we're going to use this, of course, about 8 ounces. Usually, me personally, I drink about 3 of these in the morning. 2 before I eat breakfast and 1 before I leave the house. So it gets me started on my day. This is what I usually carry around during the day. So I usually take this with me and I just fill it up every chance that I get. The reason why I use this, I'm not in the army or anything like that. I'm a former sailor. But the reason why is because a lot of times these water bottles, people just give them away all the time. So you never have to really buy water bottles because people give them away at fairs, at events, at work, out in the street. If you sign up for a t-shirt here and there, you can get these. So these things are relatively available. It saves money and you don't have to always worry about getting rid of those plastic bottles. So I say forget about buying water bottles. Just trying to make it easier. But I know a lot of people, I've seen a lot of people with big bottles such as these, and these are cool. The only thing is that if you leave them out, they'll get, if it's in a hot day, they'll get really hot. So, and then these things get kind of heavy, and some of these are kind of expensive. So when you get something free, just go ahead and grab it. But a lot of times I see people walking around with, gallons of water, which I think is a great idea, but usually those are people that are hardcore, weightlifters, bodybuilders, trainers, whether they're going to train for an MMA fight or whatever. But my thing with that is that you kind of have to be forced to drink that, right? So I say let's start off small and let's start off with something like this because it's not that much. You can fill it out anywhere. It's about 15 ounces, and you can fill it out anywhere you want, and you carry it. And it's not a lot. Take one, put one in your, carry one with you, put one in your car, put one in your office, and just fill it out when you need to. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we're going to do 2 things. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to try to cut our consumption of sweet drinks, sodas, and things like that. We're going to try to cut that by half. Let's start small that way, okay? And the second thing we're going to do is we're going to try to get into the habit of drinking water more often throughout the day. So what I want you to do is, I know a lot of times you might drink a lot of soda or pop, whatever part of the country you're in, or these syrupy drinks. What I want you to do is ask a coworker, a friend, a workout buddy, anybody that you know really well, that you spend a lot of time with, a significant other, that every time you get like a soda or a drink, a syrupy drink, why don't you share that? Cut it in half and share that instead of drinking the whole thing. So you might want to get a cup, put some ice in it, pour it, get it while you're at work, etc., and try to share it. That way you're not drinking the whole thing and taking all those sugary things, and pretty much that's not good for you. Second thing I want you to do is get a cup probably about this size and fill it up about halfway. And what I want you to do is, before every meal, go ahead and drink this. This will help you start. Do that for about 2 or 3 months, and then, maybe fill it up the rest of the way and drink that before each meal. Kind of help you, it'll help you with your appetite. I know a lot of times we try to just avoid it, or we'll just drink the syrupy drink while we're eating, but try not to do that. Try to drink this. And matter of fact, do this when you get up in the morning and before you go to bed. Now, I must remind you that going on this journey and drinking a lot of water, you're going to be using the bathroom a lot. That's okay. That's just going to happen. Water actually has no nutrients in it. It actually works like a lubricant. It makes your body work a lot better, just like oil in a car. So you're not going to get anything out of it. So yes, you're going to be using the bathroom a lot more. It's going to go right through you. Take your time with it. When you're ready to add on some more, go ahead and add on some more. Try not to overdo it, because again, we want to create nice and easy habits. Well, this ends our segment for Keeping Health Simple. I hope you learned a lot. Again, if you have any more questions or comments, leave them down below. I want to give a shout out to my man A Life a Lot, everybody over at Supreme Design Publishing. Again, I'm Dan Trezomi. I'm writer of Is That Breakdance Fighting? My Take on Capoeira, and contributor to Hood Health Handbook #2. And this one's for you, Marco Rubio.